Saving Grace is a contemporary romance novel penned by RaeAnne Thayne, a distinguished author and three-time Rita Award nominee. Thayne's talent earned her the esteemed Colorado Romance Writers Award of Excellence in 2012. The heartwarming tale revolves around Grace Solarez, a former cop battling depression, who experiences a life-altering event when she saves a little girl from a devastating car wreck. As Grace finds herself drawn to the girl's father, she grapples with suspicions that he might be involved in arms smuggling. Amidst the unfolding romance, the novel delves into Grace's profound grief over the loss of her own daughter. Haunted by guilt, Grace blames herself for her daughter's tragic death in a drive-by shooting. On the anniversary of this painful loss, she contemplates suicide, unable to bear the weight of her sorrow. However, fate intervenes when she witnesses a life-threatening accident and rushes to help a kidnapped girl trapped in the wreckage. Grace's act of heroism sparks a connection with Emma's father, Jack Dugan, who seeks to express his gratitude and, at the same time, uncover the truth behind the kidnapping. As the story unfolds, Grace navigates her way through the complexities of grief and love, learning to open her heart again in the process. Saving Grace beautifully weaves romance and resilience, captivating readers with its touching portrayal of redemption and healing. He discovers Grace living in a rundown apartment, which she despises due to its contrast with the happy cottage she once shared with her daughter Marissa. Grace feels that residing there is her way of atoning for her perceived failure as a mother. Before Jack can explain the reason for his visit, Grace suddenly collapses. Upon closer inspection, Jack finds her back badly burned and infected. Without hesitation, he takes her to his spacious waterfront home on Puget Sound, providing her a place to recuperate. Under the attentive care of Jack's devoted Hawaiian housekeeper, Lily Kualani, Grace slowly begins to regain her health. However, Lily observes that Grace's heart remains burdened with pain. Despite their kindness, Grace insists on returning home. Yet, she finds herself unexpectedly drawn to Jack, mesmerized by his sun-streaked hair and green eyes. At the same time, seeing the happy and loving Emma triggers painful memories of Marissa, and Grace resents that Jack and Emma are stirring emotions within her. Jack, too, feels a growing attraction to Grace, but grapples with the fear of loving again. His own family history marked by tragedy leaves him wary of forming new attachments. Despite his reservations, Jack offers Grace a job as a security consultant for his company, Global Shipping, Incorporated, GSI, and his house. Just as Grace contemplates refusing the offer, her ex-partner, Detective Bo Riley, contacts her with a disturbing revelation. Bo suspects Jack of smuggling assault weapons through GSI, and Grace is incensed, knowing the impact such weapons can have firsthand. Deciding to take Jack's offer to get closer to the truth, Grace begins her investigation. In the course of her work, she meets Jack's partner, Piper McCall, and his secretary, Sydney Benedict. Jack later takes the family, including Grace, to his home in Hawaii. There, Lily introduces Grace to the art of making Hawaiian quilt panels and shares heartwarming stories of Jack's kindness toward her and her husband, Tiny. The trip gradually helps Grace let go of her defenses and relax. As they spend time together in Hawaii, Jack opens up to Grace, revealing the painful stories of his parents. Despite their shared vulnerability, both are cautious about the emotions blossoming between them. After their trip to Hawaii, Jack manages to break through Grace's emotional barriers, allowing her to share her past and memories of Marissa. Their connection deepens, and they become intimate. However, despite the newfound happiness, Jack is haunted by his own troubled past and believes he's not worthy of Grace's love. Consequently, he starts to distance himself, and Grace also contemplates leaving to protect herself from potential heartbreak. Lily, the caring housekeeper, encourages Grace to complete a quilt panel, believing it will help her say goodbye to her grief. As the warrants are served on GSI, Grace takes it upon herself to find evidence to clear Jack's name, leading to a misunderstanding between them. Feeling betrayed, Jack asks her to leave. However, things take a dangerous turn when Piper McCall, one of the armed smugglers, shows up at Jack's house with a gun, using Emma and Grace as hostages. In a tense confrontation, Piper surrenders, but his partner, Sydney, is willing to resort to violence. Grace displays immense bravery, protecting Emma and herself from Sydney's harm, with Piper ultimately saving Grace's life by eliminating Sydney. Days later, Jack finally locates Grace at Bo's house, where she has been helping him recover. He brings her Quilt square, and Grace realizes the significance of the quilt in memorializing Marissa and helping her move forward with her life. She acknowledges that Emma and Jack saved her from her depression, introducing her to a world of joy and light. Realizing the depth of their love, Jack proposes, and Grace joyfully accepts. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.